Henry Bucher.
All right, man. Thank you, Henry. Keep it going for Henry there. How about a hand for Henry and Joel? Took the 10 here, not the freeway, that was my average speed. I must have been in the distracted lane, man. People were crazy. People were passing me, guys reading the back of a cereal box. Guy passed me shaving. Woman passed me shaving. It's terrifying. Thank God I had my hands-free rosary. I know I'm having a little bit of trouble. I was at a Goodwill store a couple weeks ago and I bought a pair of pants that I had donated 2 years earlier. For like $1. The money's so tight, the guy actually took the dollar to the light to make sure it was... Here's your pants. Hope I never have to shop at Badwill. After about an hour in Goodwill, I go down to Big Lots and I feel like I'm in Neiman Marcus. You know, if you rent, the worst place in the world to go is down to Home Depot. There's no worse place in the world if you rent. It's like going to Dante's 8th level of hell. Go down there as a renter sometime. You walk into Home Depot and people are walking around with 2x4s and planks. It's like, out of my way, apartment dweller. I'm gonna go home and add more to my home. Will you do that, Mr. Homeowner? They should have like an apartment depot for people like me. Where I can buy like booze and cigarettes. Out of my way, homeowner. I got a party to go to. I turned 53 recently. I know what you're thinking, Patrick. We had you pegged for about 73. Don't let the gray hair fool you. I had it put in. Chicks dig it. I can hardly wait till it turns blue. I'm even starting to get like gray chest hairs now, which is really weird because before I never had chest hairs. Now I got like pipe cleaners sticking out of my sternum. Oh, women dig that too. I'm single. Nobody in my family's married, not one of us. If it weren't for common law, my father would be just a friend of mine. I'd like to get married. It's kind of a big decision. People only get married 2 or 3 times in their life, and I just want my marriage to be the best 7 years 2 people ever had. I think I'll get married when I'm 80. That way those vows to be death do we part should be a little more attainable. But anyhow, I live alone. I like living alone. Anybody live alone? It's all right, isn't it? Yeah, I like the solitude. I love the privacy. Sometimes I'll just sit in with a good book and just color. And being single, you go through slumps with the opposite sex. I can tell when I'm in a slump. Usually it's the women I want I can't get. And the women I don't want, well, I can't get them either. I can't cook. I eat a lot of frozen food. Anybody eat a lot of frozen? Yeah, it's better if it's cooked. Well, it's getting easier to be single now. They have like single servings in canned goods and single servings in frozen food. You know, if you live alone like I do, though, that loaf of bread can be a lot of pressure. It's like every day it's bread. You know, after a week, I'm using them as coasters. Set your drink anywhere. I got a couple of loaves left here. Use the green ones. The others are for French toast. And you find out a lot about yourself, too, when you live alone. I found I'm a pretty good dancer. See? You ever see people out dancing? It's like, sit down. I don't even know you and you're embarrassing me. Look like you're being tased. We're trying to clean up the neighborhood, so we got everybody together, the neighbors, and we're going to beautify it. So we built these shopping cart corrals every 100 feet. looks very good. So I go up there once a year to go see my mom. She's 85. I want to check on her will. And bless her heart, she raised three kids all on her own. Unfortunately, there were 5 of us. Errands is a great concept, isn't it? You can pretty much blow off the entire day, mail a letter, and feel good about yourself. What did you do today? I ran some errands. Exhaustion. Sometimes I read about people who are hospitalized for exhaustion. You ever read about that? Exhaustion. You have to be extremely tired to consider going to a hospital for rest, don't you? You know, when I'm exhausted, I just go to bed. How about you guys? People go to a hospital. What happened there? They have like a big pasta dinner, you know? Honey, that was a great pasta dinner. However, I have to sit down. Oh my goodness. Oh. Ugh. Call the ambulance. I'm tired. Possibly exhausted. Wouldn't you feel embarrassed if you were hospitalized for exhaustion and you're there with people that are sick? You guys are a nice crowd. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks for coming down and supporting my family. Thank you.
Hey, give us one more time, Patrick Bucher.